Actress Chika Ike, a victim of domestic violence. Facts are emerging as to why pretty actress Chika may have abandoned her marriage to her hearthrob and taken to her heels in what is referred to as running 440 without looking back. According to insider Squealing, her case is not different from that of her colleagues in entertainment Kefee, Obareki and Monalisa Chinda. In fact, Chika's case was worse off. Squealed, the source. After a series of serious beatings, she finally took to her heels after a estranged hubby held her by the neck and almost choked the life out of her. No one knows what they argued about, but it always ended up in beatings, which the actress always had excuses to cover up for in public when asked about any scars seen. Women need to lend their voices to stop this domestic violence illness, which has suddenly become the punishment meted out by angry men, husbands to their wives, lovers. Some have not been so lucky to tell their stories, and some abandon their homes without telling why. Monalisa Chinda and Kefee are two women who cried out and told the world of their experiences and thus helped other less socially privileged women seek help. Here's urging Chika to stand up and be brave and tell the world her story. Domestic violence is a crime and it is so wrong. Only cowards and insecure men abuse women. Please, if you know this actress, help me tell her that Stella says it's okay to speak up now. The worst is over, you survived, and your story will help other women. Speak up. You were already mature by the time you went into your second marriage. Why did you walk out of it? I did not walk out of it. My husband left me for someone else. There are a lot of women their husbands leave for someone else. I don't think I am the only one. I married as an all-know to a man that I saw and liked, and believed in my mind that I had seen someone I want to be with. I spent 4 years of my life with him, and the person decided to walk out and move on with another woman. I don't think I should be carrying match at pursing people for that. He found another woman and decided to move on with his life. Don't you think there must be a reason he left you for another woman? I can give you his number so you can ask him about it. He is in a better position to tell you why he left me. If I had walked out, I should be able to give you a reason. Now someone walked out on me. I can tell you why the person walked out on me. The reason I can say is that he met someone else. Any other reason, I will probably give you his number so you can ask him, because I cannot speak someone else's mind. If a chance of reconciliation emerges, will you give it a thought? I will probably have to think about it before I will give you an answer to that question, because you just asked a question that I am not prepared for. I never thought about this before. How does it feel having such grown-up boys as sons when you are still young and good-looking? That is why I don't like saying I regret this or I regret that. They are the reason I am not angry at the marriage. How can I be angry when I have such beautiful children? I have friends and colleagues who are my age mate who are not married and have no child. And those ones are the biggest battle that I have. Just look at me. George, a package of blessings. That is why I don't like coming out to talk. You say this, then I would come out and I say it's a lie. No. I don't have time for that. 90% of the babbles that say George is this, George is that, are far below me. I look at them, all I feel for them is pity, because I am far ahead of them. I am so blessed and it is not my fault. That is why I don't get angry at what I hear about me. Having been disappointed in marriage twice, would you still give marriage a chance? I think so. I think there are still good men despite what we women say about men being this or that. I have seen a lot of men staying married to their wives and becoming good husbands to their wives and good fathers to their children. So I think there are a lot of good men out there. Women should not, because of what happened in a particular affair, keep judging men as being all bad. If you had a relationship and it did not go down well, don't use that to spoil the next one. So I am sure I will meet a good man out there someday. There should be a lot waiting for your yes or no. I have not seen a man yet, that is just the truth. So you are searching? Well, I may not really be searching. I am not a 29-year-old girl or a 25-year-old girl anymore. There are things that actually put pressure on women to start searching. But I am not in that situation. I know there will be a good man someday, a good man will come around someday. How was your growing up like? I grew up in the village and I would say it was fun. One of the advantages later was that I had village sense and I later got city sense, then it became double sense, laughter. And I have imbibed a lot of my traditions, one of which is that of respect for elders. Your affair with Okibakasi. Many thought it was going to lead to marriage? I won't talk about it. Seriously, this is a relationship that happened like 10 years ago. Apart from the God factor, what else do you think helped you get so much success in this movie industry? It's hard work, because the Bible says He will bless the work of our hands. Whatever you are doing, if you are selling akara, sell it well. Have you not seen people training their children with money they make out of selling akara? Sow to your own and allow the person to his own. Anybody that has never come to you to beg you for what to eat, you don't even have the moral justification to judge that person. I was talking to somebody yesterday, who is just years old in the industry, and she came crying that they wrote something false about her. I told her, you have not started at all. When you are busy doing your own thing and you are successful, people must talk. But you can't bring a good man down. It seems you have developed a thick skin. You are no longer perturbed about what people say or write about you. If you got married at the age I got married, and you lived in the kind of home I lived in, all those years, came out from that home, and grew up on the street, like I did, I don't think there is anything the press want to write that would shake you. There are many married women in this industry that still sleep around like dogs and nobody is talking about them. Most of them are just using the umbrella of marriage to cover their shits. I married twice, yes, but go and ask whether I was ever caught with another man by my husbands. Never. I didn't leave any of my husbands because I was wayward. Are you not threatened by the fact that younger faces are taking over the industry? Lou Jacobs is still acting, and you can't compare him with Desmond Elliott. That is all I have to say. Can you remember your most embarrassing moment? I think it was when I did a movie where I played a character that lured her friend to the village, killed her and returned to the city to date my friend's boyfriend. After that movie I went to the market and women were insulting me, throwing tomatoes at me, and I was so embarrassed that day. People say Nollywood marriages don't last. What do you think is the problem? Marriages don't last these days, not just Nollywood, and I don't know why, only God knows. How would you advise an up-and-coming actress? I will just advise them first of all to get an education. It is very important, and they should put God first.